Hello friend, this is Paper Kitty. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how I make some of these wax seals with some of this new wax that I got from BeeBeeCraft and the little furnace that they provided for me to use here in this tutorial. I will be putting the information in the information box below, mainly the links to the products. So here I have some baby wipes, and I've already cut the little tea light a little bit, the little wick. We don't want it to be too long. And so let's get started. Now I'm going to go ahead and light this up. I usually have a little cup of water next to me, and I think I do, but it's not being shown in frame. But I always like to keep a little cup of water, or at least a large cup of water, next to my work as I'm working with this, and also the baby wipes. So now I'm so excited to be able to put this lovely spoon that comes with the kit, and then these fun colors, which these are like little stars that come in very different colors. And now I am going to make a black one because on some of the designs that could be an interesting color, so I thought I'd give that a try. I usually like to go for more pastel colors or bright colors, but depending on my mood, sometimes I also like more neutral colors, and of course black, goes with everything. So I'm gonna be waiting here for the wax to melt. Also, further along, I'm gonna be using these wax seal pens, and so once I've done that, you will see me use them. And so keep watching. So now I'm going to be stirring this with a little bit with a toothpick, and adding one more. These are a little bit bigger than some of the other little wax melts that I've used in the past, so I didn't have to use as many. Usually if I needed to use two instead of three, so I'm kind of just kind of moving these around, making like possible combinations. Here I'm putting the little spoon down on an index card, but before that I am wiping it down a little bit with some of that baby wipe. Be careful because it is definitely hot. Now I am adding some little brown. Since I had already put some black in there, I thought instead of having to clean it all off, I can just go ahead and add a color that would blend in fairly easy. So this is what the black one looks like. I think it looks really good. Love it very, very much. So here I get my little marble block so I can pour it on there and put the stamp. I realize that there's still a good amount left in there, and so I go ahead and put one more and decide to make a small, one of the small stamps. And I actually had this little kitty cat, and it's about half the size of the larger stamps, so I'm gonna go ahead and use that. But this is the way that dark brown chocolate one came out, and that was really nice too. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to blow off the flame and wipe down that completely on the inside and out. Now I start with another color. I was going to mix the red with some of that pink, but then I changed my mind. And this is how that small one came out. I will show all of them at the very end so that you can see how they came out. Since I am kind of doing this on a higher speed, I want you to be able to take a good look at them at the end. So be sure and stay for that. So now I put one of the little yellow wax melts. It's a very, very light yellow. And I do let it melt all the way through, but I don't mix it with my toothpick a lot. And so I just showed you the pink one, but I wanted it to look kind of like a marbled look. And so that's why I didn't want to mix it in, because I wanted to have kind of a marbled look. Then I put this back in the fire a little bit to wipe it down, and I continue now with a different color scheme using some of these blues. So that's what happens when you use too little. It just goes too thin, and then when you peel it off, it might stick in the middle a little bit, although that rarely happens on my little marble block there, but it happens. The good thing is that you can always cut it up like I did here and put it back in the furnace, and lighting that up again. And yeah, melt it all over again and do it again. Okay, so now I'm going to be using the little wax seal pens, and yeah, I'm trying to use this white one over the black, but it's not showing up a whole lot. It is showing up a little bit, but I decided that I think I'm gonna maybe go with a different color, and so what I end up doing is going back in there with some of the gold, which actually shows up a whole lot better. And like I said, I will be showing these at the end, and then you'll be able to see them a little bit better. I didn't like the way that looked, and so I wiped it down with a baby wipe. Now because it is black, I was able to wipe it down and it came off and really didn't leave any residue. However, I did do that on a white seal and it did leave a little bit of residue, and so I had to really melt it back in and do it again. And so, but this one came out really good. And then I'm going to be doing the chocolate dark brown one, and instead of using that same gold, I'm using more of that kind of rose gold, and on that like chocolate brown, I think it looks beautiful. And so that's what I used for that. So now I'm going to be using the gold on this pink little wax seal stamp, and it is like a little either birthday cake or wedding cake, and I think it looks really pretty. Again, I will show again at the end so you can see it better, but I love the way that came out. And then there's another kind of brown that I decided to use the kind of silver, the darker silver, and that was a good color, that combination. I'm glad I used it. And so I painted the little kitty cat on the inside and also around the circle a little bit. Then there's this blue marker that I wanted to use, and I couldn't figure out which, what to use it on, but I think I like it on this little kitty cat stamp that is got that it's a little bit marbled, and it's got a little bit of that green, and so the combination I thought was really pretty with that blue. So now here are all of the ones that I painted, and some of them were stamps that I already had, and so I just colored them, like mainly the kisses. And yeah, I just love how the sentiment made with love really stands out using those different colors, and of course the little kitty cats and the kisses. So yes, those markers really make it stand out. Again, thank you BeeBeeCraft for supplying these products. Guys, if you like this video, be sure and give me a thumbs up. Press the subscribe button if you would like to be part of the Paper Kitty family. Love you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye now.